You got to land us a guest.
Yeah, you know.
We need Rogan, man.
Did it upset you when they took it down?
Well, that's where I was.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's insane. Why? Why would they do that? Why would they take that? And what was bad about that interview that should have been taken down?
So the reason,
if you look at all the shit that's on the fucking internet, that's what you're going to take down? You're fucking kidding me?
ISIS is just sawing off somebody's head. They're like, no, that's fine. Leave it up. Take down that Trump podcast.
So the reason was
Middle Eastern, that's okay.
The reason was from YouTube was that it covered a topic which they have been flagging and taking down, which was conversations about election fraud. And by the way, this is not from me. This is their opinion. Because those conversations they believe were a contributor to what happened on January 6th, right? To the riots. So shit, I completely lost my fucking train of thought.
I think you're doing great.
No, so where I was going with it was my concern was have we not reached a point now where we can have conversations about that stuff without being as worried about there being some sort of fucking like bro, nobody's good because Full Send puts a podcast out with the president and talks about the election fraud. No one's gonna be like, damn, it was on Full Send, like let's go burn down a fucking school. Like
total crock of shit. But you saw on the podcast, Trump told them this podcast will be taken down.
That's crazy.
He told them that.
Foreshadowed
it. It's crazy. And yeah, that thing, did you see it on Spotify? It's the number 2. I mean, that thing was on its way to pull some serious.
It got pulled from Spotify as well?
No,
it's on Spotify. It's Rogan's number 1 and they're number 2 on Spotify.
For that episode.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, because we're the number 1 podcast in the world, like unequivocally.
Yeah.
How do we get into a conversation?
Well,
hold on now. How do we get to a conversation where companies and private organizations can remove your freedom of speech? Like, how is it that I'll tell you, because the guidelines don't support misinformation, whatever that is, and who. But we're in a country that abides by that.
Who decides what misinformation is? Especially when you start talking about COVID.
At this.
Are you fucking shitting me? Who's got the misinformation?
Who do
you fucking believe?
Who's got the information?
Who do you believe?
Who do I believe, Dan?
Right?
I don't know.
And where did COVID go? Fuck did COVID go?
Oh, this podcast is probably going to go down too.
No.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Let me be the guy to say it. This podcast will probably be taken down.
Where did COVID go? Where is it?
That's a valid fucking
Well, there's a war going on now, so.
So COVID's gone. So do you think about this, right? We're talking weeks ago. This wasn't like fucking months ago or years ago. Weeks ago. We all still had to be COVID tested. There were fucking lines of cars parked up for fucking miles for people to do the drive-through COVID testing, and you couldn't go here and you're going to go there. Gone.
The tents are gone too. They packed them up.
Gone.
What the fuck, man?
Poof. Nobody's.
I mean, dude, listen, I'll always sit here and play devil's advocate. Whether or not I agree with you, I'll sit here and play devil's advocate. The answer that you're going to get is we saw a massive, 95% decrease in cases, whatever it was, based on. I'm just saying.
The timing is fucking kind of impeccable, huh?
No, but we had an Omicron surge, which got basically everyone. And what happened was, as opposed to what I believe is as opposed to efficacy of vaccine, you saw what a lot of people were calling for from the start, which was herd immunity. You saw everybody got it. So everybody fucking got it. So now people aren't getting it because everybody fucking got it. It's basically like every city's Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like
so it fucking just everybody got it. And it died with the Omicron.
Well, listen, like I said, this is
that thing was fucking mutating and it was coming through fucking, Omicron killed it all. That's it, it's over.
All right,
we all got it.
Maybe it was poop.
The herd got it and fucking that's it, it's over.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah,
I
bullshit.
want to bring up a talking point.
But what fucking pisses me off more than all of that is that there were so many people that lost their jobs, businesses, so many families were destroyed. Nurses and doctors that didn't want to get vaccinated were fired. The heroes that we called heroes were now villains. And then all of a sudden, I just am curious, like where the blame lies. Like clearly the response to it was
not good.
So let me say this. So this is the discussion. You've made some points. I've made some points.
Sure.
Is this misinformation? This is a fucking discussion.
No,
This is a discussion.
I don't believe it is. I think the way that we are handling the discussion, this is what our team would say. This is what our guy with the J would say. Since we are offering counterpoint to point and discussing it openly with both sides being considered.
That's how America works.
100%. But, and I'm sure you can agree with this, there are a lot of shows who don't do a good job of balancing point and counterpoint. And so you end up with these fucking steamroller. I mean, dude, go back to the days of fucking Alex Jones when he was on top of the world with InfoWars.
He's a bad
I'm so bad. You're right. He's an outlier. But I'm
you
just
couldn't
saying,
have gone like further.
Yo, whose side are you on, Mike?
I'm offering a counterpoint, and I'm not. I will always do this. I'll
But
always
way
play devil's
more
advocate.
people than Alex Jones are getting ripped off the fucking internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or getting
No,
fucking
100%,
ripped down.
100%.
Right. But
I just meant for. Just meant his ability to activate an audience without a counterpoint. Do you understand what I'm saying?
But even nuts,
Right.
you take the nuttiest of the nutty, are entitled to have an opinion in America.
Let's go.
They can have an opinion.
100%.
Yeah.
You know what? And you as another American can agree with it or not agree with it.
I'm a first gen because my parents were going to get killed for having an opinion.
Yeah.
So that's why that shit means a lot to me, bro.
It's true.
So
It
his
should mean a lot to everybody. It should mean a lot to everybody. The fact that Trump's podcast with Full Send got taken down is fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
And more importantly, it's scary. Very fucking scary.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. I think
Voter
it's
fraud, my fucking ass. Bullshit.
Oh, Dana. Well, now this.
We'll just beep it, we'll beep it.
So long.
Shit.
Well, no, but he's not
Bullshit.
saying no, but
It was
he's
a
not.
podcast.
But we're not talking about it. He's not making claims about election fraud. So we can say election fraud, but it's I guess. Listen, that fucking podcast was getting taken down no matter what.
100%.
It didn't fucking matter.
Has nothing to do with election
You got a
fraud.
controversial political figure going on a show run by people who are 40 miles over the fucking line on everything they do. They got a target on their back.
Political figure was the 45th president of the fucking United States.
I'm not denying that or
You're
calling that
acting like, you keep talking like he's Alex Jones. He's fucking the president of the United States.
I understand that. I'm not.
That's insane. It's fucking batshit
But it would be,
nuts.
but it would be even more batshit nuts to claim for even a second that he's not a controversial figure. You know what I'm
Yeah.
not saying that. I'm just simply saying
My
everybody
shit just
sound
went
went out. I
silent.
know.
Me too. We've been dealing with it this whole day.
fuck.
Oh my
Oh,
God,
okay.
YouTube's ahead of it. They're just cutting it off while we're doing it.
Can we get that? Can we get that looked at?
Thanks.
Yeah,
yeah.
they're way out ahead of this one.
I mean, look, we.
I'll tell you when it's back.
Yeah,
But it's wild.
But this
100%.
is a topic that more and more people need to talk about and need to discuss. It's crazy. Listen, this world that we live in, we're all becoming so dependent on social media. You know what I mean? And it's like everybody's worst fucking nightmare is that your shit gets taken down. Oh no, I can't run my business, or I don't have an opinion, or I don't have a voice, or I don't have this or that. But you have to start looking at the consequences of something like the Full Send podcast being taken down.
But what do we do?
I'm on it. Believe me, I'm on it.
Are you working?
I'm working on shit.
Legislature?
I'm working on shit literally all fucking weekend. I've been working on this. And
You're pissed.
Huh?
You're fucking pissed.
Yeah.
I mean, you should be scared, bro.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
This is what I think.
It's scary.
I think somebody said this to me and it really fucked me up. It says a prisoner who doesn't know he's in prison is the best slave. So all these people are like, no, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I go, you guys have no idea what you're building up to.
That sounds extreme, but he's not wrong.
No.
He's not wrong.
Now.
You're working on it. What are you doing?
They're not back now.
Shit back on.
Yo. Yeah, mine's still not working. Is yours?
Yeah.
Is yours working?
No.
Me either.
Take them off.
Fuck it.
So what are you doing?
Yeah. What are you working on?
What can people do to help?
That's true.
That's not a petition.
You have to start looking at, first of all, you have to start looking at alternative social media platforms that don't censor, okay? And it's one thing when you say, and it's easy, you got a guy that you don't like Trump. Oh, fuck him. You know what I mean? Good. We don't have to see his tweets and we don't have to do this and that. No, till you say something they don't like. or until somebody else says something they don't like. That this country was built on free speech, man. It's our God-given right. And you don't have to agree with everybody. And it's actually better when you don't agree, because what happens is it starts conversation, it starts debate. And it's just one of the things that have made this such a great country is that we have that right. When you have a company or corporation or government that can come in and fucking tell you what you can and can't say, it's just, we're in a scary place. And I was watching this guy that Rogan had on, and he said, how do you get to a place where a lot of your freedoms get ripped away?
Is it Peterson, Jordan Peterson?
You do it, yeah,
little by little.
little by little by little.
They push
by
somebody a
I've seen
few
that clip
feet, and then they
everywhere.
push them a few.
and it starts to actually feel normal, especially when you start to do it to the younger generation who hasn't lived as long as we have and lived the life that we've lived and understand what your freedoms really are in this country.
I think more than anything else, it's what happened last week, and just the idea of that all this happening in general is important to start this conversation.
Yeah.
Because I will. This is where I will actually draw a line. I believe that it would be irresponsible to simply say fuck it, let everyone say everything they want on the internet, right? Because we have the capacity and ability to reach people in ways that were never believed, right? And people can really mass message entire audiences of people on grand scale to what end? Like, my question to you would be like, is there a line? Like, is there a line?
There's not with free speech.
Got it.
You know, listen, there's things like racism, anything to do with hate of other people and things like that. But as fucked up as it sounds, even those assholes have the right to free speech.
See, that's what I'm
you know what I
getting
mean?
at. Like, where is there a point? You know, and also it draws.
But I think that's a guideline that people, have banned on social media and other things, where everybody can agree.
Yes, correct.
Everybody can say yes, even though I truly believe that everybody should have the right to say whatever they want to say or be who they are
And deal with the consequences.
When you're fucking when you're dealing with hate and things like that, that's one that we can all agree on. Should go away.
And so I guess what the conversation ends up coming down to is, because it also becomes risky, because there is an inherent right for private entities to decision make on their own accord. And so technically speaking, YouTube, Google, Facebook, private orgs run by individuals who can decision make and say, we don't want your business. You know what I'm saying? Once again, these are all counterpoints. These are not my views. I just want to provide.
You're right. And to be fair, I agree. To be fair on the other side, if you're running a business like that, I mean, I can't even imagine the shit that they get on a daily basis from absolute lunatics hitting them up saying you shouldn't be able to do this, you shouldn't be that. And what happens is you become inundated with this type of shit every day. But at the same time, you have to take a stand and defend your company. I mean, I do it all the time. We went through COVID. I went through COVID.
Right.
You know how much fucking shit I got for going through COVID? It was insane, like nothing I've ever experienced before. The media attacking me every day, people trying to fuck us at every turn. And, my belief going through COVID was, again, this is America, man. We don't fucking roll over and run and fucking hide from shit. We take it head on and we figure out solutions to problems. And this is a fucking virus. And if it's as bad as they say it is.
What if you could get rid of your kitchen garbage at the push of a button? Hey, I'm Matt from Pila, and I want to introduce you to my friend Lomi.
We're probably all fucking dead anyway, right? You know where I'm not going to die? Hiding in my fucking house. It's just not me.
Let's go.
Never going to be me, and I'm going to get out there and try to fucking keep my employees employed, keep these guys feeding their families, keep the fighters fucking working, honor their contracts, honor my TV contracts, and we did all of that through COVID. And I was the fucking devil for even fucking considering going through COVID.
So how mad were you when you saw the tents are gone?
When I saw what?
All the tents and the lines and everything all gone.
It's not even that I was mad. It's just I knew. And I don't know if you guys remember this, but early on, I'm getting this podcast pulled for fucking shit.
Yeah, way to go.
Early on,
No, we're
early on, there were these images coming from China, right? Of people like dropping.
Yo, we talk about this all the time.
Yes, bro. What
are these
happened?
images?
Like
What
dropping.
were these dropping like flies in the street? We're like, whoa,
And
COVID's
guys would
crazy.
come out with like hazmat suits on from fucking outer space and pick them up and put them in trucks and shit. And I remember we were at dinner.
Oh.
We were at dinner one night, and then it was
like,
like
look what's
we heard
going on
that-
in China.
we
It's
heard
coming
that
here.
Tom Hanks got it.
Yeah,
And
that was
I
the
was
big-
like,
that was the
I
breaking point.
said to these guys at dinner, if Tom Hanks dies, the world's
It's
going to lose
over.
their fucking mind.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Everybody's going to go fucking
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, that'd be bad.
Right? So,
What happened to those
what
videos?
right?
They just run in the middle of the street too, and they just plummet.
Wait, why were they?
Exactly.
How did they know they were gonna just die? Why were you just running to death?
Do we even know if they died? Like, what were these videos? How are they just collapsing? Because we look back now that we know what it is.
Right.
I don't know if it works.
Why were those
I
cases
got
so
COVID. I
serious?
worked out twice a day for 10 days while I had COVID.
That's insane.
I don't do
fucking
that when I'm
awesome.
healthy.
So, but listen, and I'm not dismissing COVID like it wasn't real. People fucking died from COVID. COVID was real, and people fucking died. But to get, the entire world to agree to shut down your fucking life for almost 3 years, right? Not let your kids go to fucking school, hide in your fucking houses, everybody wear a mask, all this shit. You put out some pretty scary fucking images of people just dropping in the fucking streets.
By fear,
And
they
then
rule by
now when
fear.
you think back on it and you look at what happened, what the fuck was the camera doing there when that guy just fucking dropped in the street? And the truck just happened to be there with the out of space fucking hazmat guy who jumps out and puts him in a fucking truck.
So what do you
Right?
think? So what do you think?
Listen, I'm
No,
not
let's
saying
have
it was
some fucking
staged,
fun.
but
Let's have some fun, man.
Like it was
this is where it
staged.
becomes misinformation.
No, we can't. We had Alex Jones. Well, they didn't like that. We got in
your
trouble for
editor's
that.
going to be up late tonight.
He's like, we got your podcast back. It's 11 minutes long. What the fuck?
Yeah, 'cause he showed up late for the fucking thing, so we can only do 9 minutes.
Why were they falling over?
But you guys know I'm not fucking making this shit up. I mean, this happened. We saw it. Me and my buddies fucking saw this happen. We were out at dinner that night and talking about it, going, "Holy fuck, this thing's
Tom Hanks
crazy."
can't die.
Huh?
Tom Hanks can't
Well,
die.
there is
That
a
was-
group. There is a group of people who would be super happy about that. So there's a group of people who don't like Tom Hanks very much. They think he's a.
Oh, they think he's well. He
that's the-
hides
that-
kids in
well, that- that's what-
cabinets.
Oh,
the Wayfair
I think he-
people.
yes, they think he
He
ships
works
kids
for
in cabinets.
Wayfair.
Yes, yes, yes.
That is not misinformation.
That's a whole nother story. That's another brilliant fucking thing that these guys, whoever the fuck these people are, you want to talk about marketing geniuses. Whoever put this whole fucking thing together, right? The way that they have divided this country, not just black and white, and white and white, and fucking if you're a celebrity, you're a fucking pedophile, and you're with Satan, and you're drinking babies' fucking blood, and
Pizza.
fucking, I mean, right down
Look how
to,
it radiates.
it's fucking crazy, man. These people have done a brilliant job in dividing this country and making this country fucking weak, man. And the truth is, doesn't matter what color you are or what you got going on in your fucking life. We're all Americans. You know what I mean? And usually what it takes, unfortunately, to bring us all back together is somebody trying to fucking hurt this country. When somebody tries to attack us or tries to do something, we all just sort
War.
of come back together and we become Americans again, and we do what we got to fucking do, and that's